We have Donovin Darius joining us now, the former safety for the Jaguars and current AFFL board member, and he's going to tell us all about it. So, Donovin, first of all, welcome to the Morning Run. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing well, you guys. Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely.
Sure. I was so curious, and I can't wait to hear all about this because the technology behind it and the names behind it are what excited me the most. But first, how did you get involved from the first place?
You know, it's interesting. I went to school at Syracuse and played with a guy, Rob Conrad, former Dolphin and good friend of mine. And he approached me last year and said, Donovan, I have something that I want you to take a look at. And the more I got a chance to listen to him and then meet Mr. Jeff Lewis, who is the founder, and this is his brainchild, he just shared, you know, the idea, the concepts. He talked about his son and the passion that his son has with playing flag football. And I just really just started thinking about it. I said, for as long as I can remember, I've played some type of flag football and football in the style that they'll be playing in this league longer than I ever played tackle football. And so as I continue to listen to the concept and the idea, and then, of course, everything that I do at the NFL now, which is connecting guys getting into the league and after the league, it was just a great fit. It was just a great fit for me, and I just like, wow, I get a chance to help guys continue their dreams. I get a chance to give guys another option, especially for some of those guys that may not make it to the NFL, but they still have the passion and the desire and the intensity to go out and live a dream. And so once I heard more about it, it was a very much easy sell for me to be a part of it.
It sounds like you were able to convince Michael Vick for the same reason that you were convinced, as well as Justin Forsett and some other former NFLers. But what has it meant that these guys are involved into the league?
Well, it means a lot, because I think at the end of the day, when you look at the litmus test for, or at least where I do, when I look at anything that's professional, you look at a couple things. Number one, the skill level. Are you going to have the highest and the elite athletes or participants bigger than any other sport or any other organization? And with this league, we will have the top guys that play football, whether from NFL or elite college guys playing a part of it. And so for Michael Vick and Justin and then all the other guys that will be joining the league will be great. The second thing I look at is the exposure. Is there another league, a flag football league, that will have more exposure and potential for not only the fans but the athletes and everybody around that loves flag football? And I said, no, it wouldn't have as well. And then you think about the reward. The very fact that guys are going to be getting paid premium prices, those guys that will be joining the league that are former NFL players or elite college players, and then a potential chance for the average Joe, if we want to call them that, those that get a chance to go against these guys. And so it means a whole lot that we're getting the best of the best to play this game because at the end of the day, we want to try to do what basketball has done so well, which is bring the personalities and the character to the life of the game. We want to do what American Ninja Warrior has done, which is give people an opportunity to have a passion, have a drive all across the country and say, you know what, I want to compete against the best. And I want to do it with an opportunity to test myself and give myself an opportunity for a great prize. And so at the end of the day, it's about trying to build upon the greatest things that are out there. It's not trying to replace anything, but just give options. And I think options it will give at a great price.
So we know that Vick and Forsett are involved. Have you guys reached out to other former players and maybe even current players in the NFL?
Well, yeah. A lot of times as we move forward after the inaugural game, a lot of more things are going to be able to take shape as we launch the season next year. And so we've been reaching out to former guys, and guys have been getting very excited about it. And we've been very selective because at the end of the day, this is not an old man league. This is a league where we want to show the best of the best, the plays that people fall in love with, those catches, the opportunity for people to go on both sides of the ball, those rivalries. On a 100-yard field with very similar rules that you find with NFL and in those games that we played all of our life. And so current guys,
this call is now being recorded.
They're focusing on what they're doing in terms of the league right now. But then you'll have guys that are retired or guys that are just, remember, the NFL only brings in about 1,500 guys. And so there's a lot of guys that have the quality, that have the intensity, that have the skill level, and they're just looking for another opportunity to live their dream. And hopefully the AFFL gives them that wonderful opportunity.
Yeah, I was reading an article about how you guys are thinking about reaching out to Ocho Cinco and TO and getting them involved, which I thought would be fantastic because you see their workout videos on social media, and they are very much still in top shape. The other guy I was thinking about is Colin Kaepernick because he obviously still wants to play football. Do you feel like there could be a place for him in this league?
I think there's a place for anyone who has a passion for football, who loves to compete, who loves to play at a very high level. And so at the end of the day, as we know that flag football is the number one growing youth sport over the last couple years. And so within that sport, you have boys, you have girls. And so I'm looking forward to the development of this league and the development of this, just everything that's going to happen moving forward. And so whether it's Colin Kaepernick or anyone, if they have a passion to continue their career, the great thing about the league as well, the timing of it, when we do the tournament season, it'll go from May to July, which is a great option for guys who are even considering still being active in the league. And they say, you know what, I want to do something during the offseason. And this gives them an opportunity as well.
All right, so Donovan, I think everybody wants to know, are we going to see flag football like we used to play back in gym classes when we were in elementary school and middle school? Belts with the Velcro flags and all that? Is that how we're going to play this game, or what's going to be different?
No, yeah, it's a little bit different. Again, when you think about any professional league, you want to build upon the best practices that are out there, and you actually want to make them better. And so, in order for this to be even more credible and even more for people to anticipate, what they've done is they have new technology with the flag, so it's no longer Velcro. They're actually digital flags where they're connected with a magnet. And great thing about it, there's a sensor on it. So when the flag gets pulled, it'll automatically send a signal to exactly where the spot in which the flag was pulled, which I think for a lot of people, it removes the margin of error for the referees. And then it also gives greater accuracy for those players and participants and fans that are watching.
Okay, I like that.
Cool. And if your flag doesn't get pulled and you make it to the end zone and score a touchdown, how do you guys feel about touchdown celebrations? Because you know how the No Fun League celebrates touchdowns.
Well, I think at the end of the day, football is a game. And I think when you maintain integrity of the rules as well as the opportunity to understand it is a game, I think you have a perfect combination. And so we look forward to individuals building upon the personality and the integrity of the game while at the same time having a great time enjoying it.
All right, we really look forward to this. We're going to have a game on June 27th in San Jose, California, so all eyes will be on the American Flag Football League. Donovan, really appreciate you joining us, and good luck with everything. Have a lot of fun.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Take care.
Thank you, Donovan. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see who they can attract, what kind of names. And even, look, in flag football, you don't necessarily have to have NFL backgrounds. Obviously, that's going to draw some fan interest. But there's going to be some players there that are going to be good enough to play that don't have the NFL backgrounds. Maybe they were college players, especially like small college players.
Sure.
And I'll be interested to see what kind of talent and the fun that might be coming from this.
And it's going to be a lot of offense, a lot of explosive plays.
Yeah.
So I feel like we could take some of those. Those could be like our and ones, or we could mix those in as some of our awesomes. And here are some of the rules, by the way. 7-on-7, 12-man roster, 60-minute games. No blocking, kicking, no fumbles. So it takes a little bit of the element of the defense out of the game, but like I said, a lot of people want to see offense, so we're going to have a lot of high-flying action there, so that'll be fun.
Okay, so basically the field is broken into quadrants, and so first downs are awarded each time the offense reaches the next box, the next 25-yard quadrant on the field. So that's interesting. So be first and 25, I guess.
Right.
When you start the field, when you start your offense. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.